What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Avatar Gaming Channel. My name is AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with the Outer Worlds. Sorry if I seem a little low energy. I still got a little bit of a headache, but I got, sorry, I was checking the time. I've got plans to do a stream in a couple hours. Plan some A Way Out with Akita Touchdown in a couple hours. So I thought I'd get a little bit of recording done. Man, my head's really kind of pounding right now.
Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species.
Violent native species.
Culturally. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
You know, I totally forgot we were trying to find chemicals to help wake up everyone else on Hope.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
And we can ask him questions at a later date.
Hope is counting on you.
Alright, I keep pressing that button. I did some modifications to my weapons. I'm mostly just tinkering, just boosting damage. So I got 53 on my auto mag, my assault rifle. I got up to 68. I added a, I added something to the hunting rifle, I think, or not the hunting rifle. Oops. There we go. Equip the hunting rifle. I got the hunting rifle damage up to 102, and here it is, the plasma carbine. I added a the Magnum, so I boost its magazine size because it's already doing plasma damage. So, I also boosted its damage a little bit too. So that's all I really did there. So yeah, let's head off to Monarch. Going to, I was kind of planning on heading there anyways. I've already been to that relay station, right? Yeah, I have. Okay. So like we got, actually, I want to see what all quests we have on Monarch, so. Alright, so Phineas contacted broker, blah, 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 big game hunter Nyoka. She frequents the yacht club in Stellar Bay. That's Solution Vial. That's we have to go to Scylla, but we aren't going there at the moment. Lilia heard from her agent in Stellar Bay recently. Okay, so we have to head to Stellar Bay, and Vicar Max also wants us to go to Monarch. So I'm just trying to make sure I know exactly where I want to land and everything. So let's hit Monarch. Yeah, I'm not sure about this landing pad at the moment, so let's just hit Stellar Bay first and foremost, and then we'll hit the other one. I don't know. Maybe later in this video, it all just kind of comes down to how much time we eat up. I'm going to bring along Ellie and Vicar Max. I think that's a good combination. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm hearing sounds somewhere in my house. It's freaking me out. I don't know, my little sister, she's home from college. It feels so weird to say that, oh, my sister's home from college. And it's just one of those that, growing up with her, it's just hard to believe that she's that old by now. But, yeah. But, we're 5 years apart. I'm 25, so yeah, mathematically it makes sense that she's 20. But, I don't know. It's weird to me. What was I talking about, though? Oh, right, yeah, because I've kind of just been using the series to talk about whatever, movies and whatever have been the last couple videos. But this time, man, I'm really getting frustrated with BitChute. If anybody doesn't know, I now have a BitChute channel. Link in the description, BT Dubs. Honestly, I like the site. I like how easy it is to upload there. I like the fact that I really don't have to worry about, what I say and shit on BitChute and all that. Is this an elevator? Ah. Yeah, I mean, I like the platform. It's just, I'm having a big problem getting my videos uploaded. They just will not process. I do not know what's going on. I mean, like, I had a fairly short... Yeah, give me a second, dude. I'm kind of looking for stuff to steal. The last part in the Jedi Fallen Order series, which was only about 24 minutes or so. I mean, it was a short video by my standards. And it's been processing for over a day.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? Wait, don't go just yet. I've been practicing for this. Here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Aw, don't be like that. I never get to do this part.
What part?
Please.
Don't make me tell you twice.
I won't stop you. Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
It depends. What is it?
This Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
That poster sounds pretty valuable.
Say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now.
Yeah, sure. I'll help you out, kid.
Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Alright, let's see. Keep pressing the wrong button. Alright. So, we need to check for those. That's, so they recently retrieved the information. Okay, so that's also something else that we gotta look into. Let's kind of explore the town a little bit before we start doing quests. So I'm gonna head back there because I think I saw stuff I could steal. Resident, more residents. Like the armor, dude. And in here, I'll just borrow all of that. Light ammo, nothing in that one. Alright, let's keep looking around. Anything over here? Yeah, I'm not gonna risk stealing 3 bits.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Huh, okay. The way that guy was standing, I thought he'd have a name or be important in some way, shape, or form. And...
Look, I don't... Sorry. For a second, I thought you were Grim.
what is this place? Okay, looks like some sort of factory. Apparently we discovered a workbench. And here.
Nice going.
I think I found his tossball poster. You love it when you accidentally complete quests like that. Salt tuna, a bunch of crap I don't need. I could use a bunch of heavy ammo. I don't want to spend all that money.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Why?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else. Sort of the strong, silent type.
If this starts another matchmaking quest, I'm gonna just throw my controller.
And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. Would you? I'd appreciate that so much.
Really?
Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
How much of this game is actually setting people up on dates?
Well, new business.
This is the second quest already.
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
Thanks, Google.
That you did, sir.
How
Sorry.
are yield improvements of 26.7% not
Bad joke.
Pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Often posed these
I
very
don't-
questions.
I don't know how to respond to that question.
This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Okay, after you said moisten your loins, I'm a little frightened to talk to you.
You'd be a hit in Byzantium.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
Yeah, I'm charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
Charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for salt tuna.
Always be both, afraid not. If I have to eat one more weird science project pass off as food in this sprat-fucked colony, I'm going to stab someone.
That's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Yeah, what exactly are you hoping to accomplish?
So-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
If I'd been paying attention.
Thank you, Ellie.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
What?
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
That's a coward's answer.
I need to be practical.
That's why Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. Allow me to express my thanks at your confidence and assure you that my plan is indeed sufficiently complicated.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on. Seriously, though, enough preamble. What's the plan?
The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Fine. How do you mean to do that?
52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Yeah, what is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush.
Once you have the Bolt 52, what's the other part?
I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Sounds like fun.
Saying what? Which way?
Arms. You're saying arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
I'm sure I'll know it when I find it.
Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Well, here's my question. Are you paying me? Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'm sure he'll pay me. Alright, so we met, what I'm guessing is kind of the leader of this colony. I keep pressing the pause button and not this button. Right, we still have this quest for Vicar Max.
Right here.
Where the hell is the Sebastian dude? There he is.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in a Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails?
Honestly, my eyes didn't focus on toenails correctly. I thought he was going to offer me canid testicles. Ugh.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
Would you consider going on a date with
I see
you?
what's going on. She put you
Wait,
up to this
her.
so she could get a
I asked that question incorrectly.
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Then why are you selling them? What is it? Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Alright, let's double back, because we gotta tell her the good news.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet?
Blah, blah, blah.
But how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was
I'm not doing this high school bullshit with you, Celia.
Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
Just don't ask for any discounts. Look, you've got your chance. Have fun. Don't overthink it. All I know is if you act this crazy, you'll send him running.
Right. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, there we got some money. Something was worth it at least. Alright, yeah. Stay on track, AJ. Let's go. Actually, no, I'm going to guess this is going to require us to, yeah, leave.
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a Raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
It's more dissolving than melting.
Thank you, Ellie.
Not helpful.
Took the words out of my mouth. What happened?
Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the Raptidons, Mantisaurs, and Marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Maybe because you sound crazy.
Go and find my boy.
Say there was a reward involved?
I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there. I've got some bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one if you just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off. You tell him I won't be mad. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Alright, crazy lady. Let's see. I haven't checked the map for this. Oh, okay. I guess... Ah, there we go. I wanted the region, not just the local map. Okay. So it looks like if we follow this road, we'll be able to find some towns, a bunch of stuff to loot. All right, let's go. Okay, I did some checking, just kind of getting our objectives in order. We're gonna go.
First ships.
The trick is not to breathe through your nose.
We're gonna save the kid first. And grab a reload. I'll take what he's got. So we'll do some looting. Take that. Bits. Nothing else good in here. I'll head in that direction on our way back because that's going towards the I can't think what to call it. That's towards the that place with the I think they called it a bolt. Whatever, it's that ship that the leader of the colony asked us to get. It would really help if the vicar didn't stand in my way while I'm trying to shoot things. let's see here. There we go. I'll take 60 in handguns, so now our armor penetration goes up. I will also boost tech by 5. I got a Marauder Ringleader. I'll take the Lookout first.
Here we go. We're destined to die.
Use the gun that's got the shock damage. Bits, heavy ammo, other free stuff.
Last of them.
Alright, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to change that scope. Jesus! I'm just shooting over both shoulders. Okay, let's try this again. This time actually hitting the people I shoot at. And reject. I stand by it. Those perks or whatever they offer, it's not worth it. Ooh, you get a free perk, or you know, but you're taking these big hits. I just no. Trying to see where we are. But, oh, they both get also get a perk. Interesting. Ability damage. Oh, yeah. I want ability damage for Ellie. That works. And for the Vicar, seeing that he's more of a, like, shotgun kind of character, yeah, let's make him boisterous. So now he can draw more attention. While we're here, might as well do some looting. I'll take all that stuff. Carbine, right control, armor. I'll take that crap. Mag pick. Okay, I can't get... Did not see those guys. Alright, well, not much I can do here. I really like this pistol. Good damage, fires pretty quickly.
Won't get any mercy from me. I don't think that's working. Everyone all right?
It would work better, Max, if you just would stop standing in front of me. Hunting rifle Ultra. That sounds fun. Uh, 204. Yeah, it's about that. That's about double the damage that my current one does. Looks like I can take. Trying to see here. Looks like I can take 2 barrel modification or a barrel modification and a magazine modification as well. Cool. Yeah, lose the plasma damage, but that's fine. So we found Amber Heights. Plenty of ammo. That works. Start taking shit as always. Anything in here? Bit cartridges. Some heavy ammo, that works. Okay, interesting. I thought we were gonna start getting shot at.
In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. We're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
I think I accidentally skipped over a line of dialogue. Sorry. I don't want a pamphlet anyway.
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
Well, yeah, what about Raptidons or Marauders?
Just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Yeah, I'm just looking for work. Do you have a boss, a leader, something like that?
Oh, sure. Graham's our founder. He taught us how to cut our own path in the wilderness. And I guess some folk have started following Zora's orders. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them.
Okay, so you're just a big hippie colony. Yeah, I'll find out more about him. Tell me, have you seen Tucker?
Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Damned philosophists.
Yeah, I think I accidentally skipped a piece of dialogue while I was trying to holster my weapon.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
This guy's a lot older than I thought we were looking for. Stranger fits fine.
We like to be friendly around here. At the least, let me call you Captain. Whether or not you command a ship, if you've found your way here, you must be a leader type. So then, Captain, welcome to Amber Heights. Oh, and call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
You're her little boy?
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision.
Yeah, it made it seem like you were in danger. Asked me to rescue you.
To her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool.
It's like German fairy tales.
Way too long. Ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
Hey man, you're 42. Do whatever the hell you want. I'm getting that reward. Either you go back or I'll beat it out of her.
Stars, I don't know. My mama's a stubborn woman. She won't quit until I'm dead. You know, that might just work. You go back and tell her you found my body beside the road, all mangled and tore up. If she believes me dead, she won't look for me no more.
You want to fake your death to avoid talking to your mother.
Oh, right. I guess you could take my daddy's ring. I've worn it ever since he died. Mama would recognize it right away. You take this back to Stellar Bay. Tell my mama I died and you found that on my body. I know it'll be hard on her, but it's the only way.
Alright, whatever. Okay, I'm kind of looking for the leaders, see if we can get any other work while we're here. There's always a named character.
Seen you before.
That always means there's a dialogue or something. You sure about that? You're so drunk you're barely sitting straight.
I remember today tomorrow, but I damn well remember yesterday now.
Huh?
Wait, I mean, nah, that's what I meant. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak. A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? There might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. A fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate. Better folk than you and me. It don't take much of a slip to end up in a sulfur pool or a wrapped stomach. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox, and I've been thinking about seeing it found.
You want mementos? What, photographs or what if they're still alive? Can't find yourself? Yeah, sure. I'll find it.
Kid, I'll mark an outpost on your map. You spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
Okay, I'm still looking for whoever is leading this colony. Gross.
It ain't right.
And more iconoclasts. Anyone in here?
A Manta Queen.
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands. Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
I was saying that. Did anyone else kind of feel like he was trying to hide a Canadian accent there?
Shed the trappings of a materialistic life, Captain. You'll find your soul much less burdened.
So you're all hippies.
We're broke.
Yes. If we were meant to enjoy the things that glitter and shine, the universe would provide them.
Yep, hippies.
No. There's a difference. Come back for a meditation session later. The peace will clear your mind.
Yeah, can I deal with Zora?
Better to think how wasteful we used to be before we were abandoned.
Indeed.
She seems less...
Nothing but wanton excess
I don't know.
waste. The
Just
truth
not you.
has shown us how careful we must be. Now, why have you come?
I'm just looking for ways to help the people. I want to know about your teaching, something about the iconoclasts. I really don't give two craps about you guys.
A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
Printing press on Monarch.
Oh, yes. Many facilities lie abandoned in the wilderness. I believe the press could be operational again with a little elbow grease and luck. Will you aid us in our cause?
Yeah, sure.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
When MSI supplies you?
A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
All right.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Yeah, I like Zora a little better. Mostly because she strikes me as somebody who's a lot more, what's the term? Practical. You know, I don't hate this whole, the iconic, because as far as I can tell, the iconoclasts aren't, they're against the board and everything. And again, this game deals with that whole, freedom or control. You know, it's what's the best path for society? Is it freedom? Is it complete freedom to make your own mistakes, or is it keep people controlled but also safe? You know, it's a similar thing that I think the entire Assassin's Creed franchise is basically about, or at least it was about. I think the recent games have kind of gotten a little jumbled in that meaning, but that's beside the point. Again, I pressed the wrong button. Let me pick a freaking thing to go to. Alright, so Terrace Ruins. That's where our contact is. But we will hit that stuff up on our way back up, because Vicar Max does have somewhere, or there we go, does have something he needs from us. Sorry, I get distracted. Yeah, like I was saying, I can understand the iconic, or at least how I assume the iconoclasts.
If we did need to dispose of a body, this would be a good spot for it.
You know, I can understand their. Totally missed that. That wrapped it on. I understand what they're going for. And, you know, I guess I side with them more than anyone else. Because, you know, I'm usually a pro, a more pro-freedom character than I am a pro-board-controlled character. Granted, how to put it? I'm pro-freedom, but I'm against the ideology. I guess you could put it that way. So I'm probably not making any goddamn sense. Basically what I'm saying is, I think the whole idea of the iconoclast is good. It's, you know, freedom from the board and everything. But I don't know. You go at some point, you just start sounding like hippies, and it just really turns me off from your ideology. Sorry, I felt like I started that, like I was going to say one thing, and then I just went in a totally different direction. I don't know. Kind of lost my train of thought, I guess.
So, Vicky. Can I call you Vicky?
Absolutely fucking not.
For a vicar, you sure curse an awful fucking lot.
Look who's talking.
I'm not a fucking priest.
And thank the architect for that.
I still think it's really interesting how they've taken how they've adapted religion for this game. How it's not there's still the sort of undertones that we see in a more traditional view of religion, but it's more focused on corporations and capitalism in a way with this game. It's an interesting kind of thought of maybe this is what capitalism will be in the future. I mean, I doubt that, but, or if there's, I don't know, I almost said I doubt that there's a political statement in there, but I think there might be, but I don't think it's a super overt one that, you know, makes me, you know, roll my eyes. And yeah, I know I keep trying to explain the character that I'm playing here as, you know, oh, I'm pro freedom, but I'm not with the iconoclast. Basically I'm kind of I'm trying to be kind of no, I said Lando Calrissian, kind of like a Han Solo sort of pseudo space pirate.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits. Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best-kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
Sure.
Swell. We like quick-on-the-draw types like you. Saloon is straight back and to the right. Once you're feeling sated, you're welcome to a private cabin. Only $250 a night. Ms. Malin can let you one if you're interested. She's the one who runs this racket. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron. You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? That sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
Do you know where Catherine is or not? You're useless at putting this in my report.
Feels like being home.
Well, cool, I guess that's another quest that we can scratch off. Really look like there's anything to loot in here. You know, I've also mentioned this before. I like how this game kind of uses this sort of a Wild West sort of feeling to everything here. Like, you're looking around, it kind of feels like a western town, even though it's all futuristic and space stuff.
This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's gone. Sounds like Cheney's gone gold panning down the river. I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
Alright, well, we can find Reginald Cheney. We will keep that up, but first I'm gonna loot his apartment.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
So stupidity.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Okay. Funny, interesting, and all that, but let's keep moving along. Let's see the map of this area.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be
cleaner.
I had a patient who went swimming at a place like this. Got eaten from the inside out by parasitic amoebas.
Alright, Ellie, let's not bring up that story, because I'm probably gonna grab lunch after this, and, gross.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper. This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
That sounds like a good idea. Proceed.
Wait. I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better.
Do it. Feed the hatred inside of you.
I wholeheartedly concur. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Okay, that might be the best line of dialogue ever.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
Good, now that that's out of the way, get him.
What? No!
There, mistake. You won't try that again.
Was it necessary to kill him? No. Did I enjoy it? Yes. What did Sublight? Are they mad at me now because I killed somebody? It's the Deserter, Spacer's Choice, Auntie Cleo. Yeah, looks like we built a little bit of negative thought with them. Alright, whatever. We're helping them out. Let's see here. Looks like there's a landing pad up here. Can I get a I'm trying to think here. Can I get a key or something so I can land here in the future? Oh, cool. So I insert that ID and then the ship just pops up. Alright, that's a neat thing to learn. Keep pressing that button. Okay, hand Tucker's ring to Agnes. Deliver the Tossball poster. Requires us to go to Scylla. Missing passcode. There we go. Got so many quests active right now, it's hard keeping track of what's what. What's in here? Robert patrons, more patrons.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
I'll bet she's a hoot at parties.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
If by nugget of paradise you mean piece of manta dung, then sure.
I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
I'm the fixer for your sublight problem. The boss sent me you oaf.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
The Alta Vitae stuff that Lilia mentioned.
Brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
Thank you. I get it done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders.
Not a problem.
The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
It's always the ventilation system.
I'm a doctor, not a vet. But what's the worst that could happen?
Well, I mean, you're trying to kill him, so...
Details to you. Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
So, bring Parvati. Pretty good with computers, you can hack, man. The plasma option sounds fun.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course. Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
Get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
Easy as eating a Krista Pig pie.
Guess you've got it figured out then. Good. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
Any tips on how I might get in?
Knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know. Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be...
Alright.
Remind me never to get on Ms. Malin's bad side.
I'd have a drink with her, though I'd keep one hand on my gun and the other on my bit cartridge.
My dry goods come 75... No rubber. Not so fast. My biometric IDs are special goods. Oh.
The secret of your illicit dealings is safe with me. Cross my heart.
You do look like the honestly dishonest type, by which I mean my favorite customer. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a CMP factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
Well, what do you got on you? Ooh, eye patch. Yeah, you got some cool stuff, but nothing I'm too terribly interested in.
I offer high quality...
And what do you got? Sublight sniper rifle. A slow-firing assault rifle that is designed... I've seen amounts of damage, targets at long ranges. I would like that. Okay, so I can't purchase it. I'm going to guess we need to be better friends with, what was I saying? With the colony before we can buy that stuff. Or not colony, Sublight. Alright, I think we've got pretty much everything we need to keep on keeping on. Just keep picking up quests. I'm trying to think here. We're already over an hour in total recording time. You know what, guys? I'm actually gonna call this one here. Like I said, we're running up on time, and I want to try and get this uploaded before I have to stream later. We will pick up here in the next one. I'll keep trying to wrap up all these side quests. I know it's... I try and stick to one quest at a time, but in a game like this, it's kind of hard because, you know, while you're out, you're doing one quest, you'll pick up others, and it's just the thing. So, either way, we'll call this actual video here. We will pick up in the next one. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, Minds.com. Links, that stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more next time. But until then, my name's AJ Gels. This is the Gaming Channel. I'm out.